Atiku Obi, they say they go join SDP and say they go send Tinubu back to Lagos for 2027. What do you think about Peter Obi joining forces with Atiku Abubakar and El-Ruffai in SDP to oust Tinubu in 2027, considering the drama going on right now in Labour Party? Now, I'm sure you're aware that as of today, Peter Obi, and the national leader of the Labour Party, who is Alex Otti, the person with the highest position in the party, called for a NEC meeting today. And the Aburi team, NEC, are threatening to sanction both Peter Obi and Alex Otti for calling such a meeting. After the Supreme Court judgment, the Aburi team is still holding tight onto power, that they're the ones, in spite of the fact that the court's audio reflect that Aburi should actually be kicked out. But they're still maintaining that they're the ones that owns the structure in the Labour Party, and that's what the Supreme Court has emphasized on. So what do you think about Peter Obi joining SDP because of these issues in Labour Party? Would you still support him if he joins ship with El-Ruffai? I don't want to say of all people, but of all people.
I hear you. Now, let me say
that
this is my
especially
opinion.
the of all people.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I can hear you, and I know exactly what you mean. It will be. It's up to him. I already know that Peter Obi won that election the last time. His problem is not the votes; it's counting the votes. He doesn't need any coalition. Now, I used to like Abure, believe it or not. He's a fighter. He won that last election. I fell off with Mr. Niger Watch over at Niger Watch because of Abure. Abure is not a choir boy. He's not a candidate. In that country, all political party chairmen are just as guilty or worse than he is. He's not supposed to be a saint. He's a fighter. But it's none of my business. I'm not in the Labour Party. Peter Obi, his problem, he ought to hear what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying to him. His problem is not the vote. He won that election by a wide margin. He might have won up to 30 states. His problem is counting the vote. INEC has no respect. Buhari had no respect for Nigerians. That's who rigged that election. It's not Tinubu. Tinubu is incapable of rigging that election. He's going to be out. He's not 10 foot tall. Now, the last conversation we had to do what we have to do. I never did give you my opinion on that. What we have to do to take our country back is where we are now. It's not a Peter Obi fault. Peter Obi won that election. He doesn't need to associate himself with a murderous character such as El-Ruffai, right? He doesn't need to do that. Right. The moment he does that, he's going to lose a lot of support, right? He's not going to be, enlarging his base. He's going to be losing a lot once he associates himself with El-Ruffai, who has no political capital, zero. He didn't deliver Kaduna for Tinubu the last time around. And he has a lot of crimes, as well as alleged crimes that includes murder, mass murder. I know, for example, in that December 2015 massacre in Zaria, his hands are very, very dirty with that. And he needs to be going to The Hague. Peter Obi should not underestimate his support. He should not go forming any alliance with anybody. As a matter of fact, he should stay in that Labour Party. If Labour Party wants to have, if Abure could claw his way back in there, his problem is not Abure. Abure was a very good chairman of that party. He's not a saint. So I have nothing against Abure. So now, but there are traps they've set for him because Tinubu is totally corrupt with a bunch of ignorant Nigerians, foolish Nigerians, who let them get away with that stuff. And they know they let them get away with it. Look at River State, how they could remove a governor there, right, undemocratically. Do you know why? Not even River State. It's all a setup for Southeast because they want to penetrate that area. So all these people are going to be playing along. They want to be taken over. They want a military government because Nigerians are very wicked. They don't want Southeasterners to be a part of that country and be happy in that country. And I'm leveling that because I've studied it very carefully. These River State people, if they want, they would have not, they wouldn't allow Tinubu to do what he did there. But just like I want to say to you that there's a couple of things that are sacrosanct here. There's not that much conversation to be had. What we're talking about is very important. Comrade, I'm also employing you, young people like you, Showere. You're going to have to join forces. Abandon, jettison this socialism or communism is totally anathema to our future. The United States, right? The hegemony, like you have no respect for the United States, but I'm going to tell you, don't carry that as you're doing whatever you're doing. United States is indispensable. It's not a bipolar war and stuff like that. The United States is important, and that's also the only way Peter Obi is going to get to be president is that he has to go outside of that country, come to the United States, make his case to congressmen here and the Trump administration. He has to make that case that France has to take their dirty hands off of our country and make sure that the next
so
election,
if he does not join forces with the West or the other faction of the West, he cannot gain power. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Comrade, I'll be looking forward to seeing you so we can have a dialogue. It's very important. I want you on my side.
No problem.
Thank you, Madam.
Thank you so much. Sir, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Would you like to jump in on that Atiku and Peter Obi joining SDP to oust
Yeah, so it's basically I don't need to speak much on that. I'll just take Nigeria's mind back. Whatever Atiku Obi, El-Ruffai, and whoever are conjoined, it has been done before. It was done in 2015. There's nothing that came out of it. So Nigerians should stop going in circles. If you want to get
Peter
it right,
Obi did not join them in 2015.
Get it right.
Peter Obi did not join them in 2015. That I will argue with you. He did not join them. Atiku was PDP that left PDP to APC, and Peter Obi did not join them.
I will tell you the point where Obi came in. Obi came in first working for Buhari in the stock exchange. Then that was towards the end of 2018. Then in 2019, joining with Atiku. Atiku, Buhari, Tinubu, there's no difference, these people. It's just different tribes, different temperaments.
Okay,
so
now
it's just
talking about the
drama that will not achieve anything. And we cannot join. So we want to solve the problem of Nigeria for Nigerians, not just to get into politics and be a governor and you're not going to achieve anything. What's the point?
All right, so talking about joining forces and all that, that Sheikh Husani decamped from PDP, joined APC. Now they don't nominate him as ambassadorial nominee. Femi Fani-Kayode, they don't abuse and insult people. Tire now if the ambassadorial, in fact, the way they even screen them as in handle this thing discreetly, people don't even know at all. Rain or mockery your friend, all the insults when you don't insult people tire for inside Twitter, he has not gotten his reward. The one which shock people past now, Enugu former governor Ugwenyi, Abi Ugwenyi, and Okeze Bazo of Abia State. Could that be a reward for Wike? Because those people are Wike's friends. And they kept mute during the 2023 election as to who they were supporting. Remember, even though they were still in PDP at that time, they were Wike's faction. They were part of the protesting PDP at that time. So what do you make of this list? This kind of people, as the people who would be the image makers of Nigeria to different countries. Are these the best that we have that would project our image to other countries?
Well, the people that you are projecting image for only know Nigeria to be wanting a country where their rulers sell out their people. It's business, so they don't care about the image the person is bringing. They just want you to give them names and the ambassadors and they welcome them. Buratai is an ambassador for one African country for Nigeria. Buratai was a terrible chief of army staff, very terrible, corruption and everything, So it's not about Nigeria. It's not about character. It's not about integrity. It's just about what can we use to continue to tame these people, continue to control them for our purpose. That's all. So ambassador does not mean good people in Nigeria. All the ambassadors in Nigeria, who are they? From Nigeria to other countries. They are terrible people. Some of them even with criminal records, you know. So there's nothing special about it. It's just Tinubu once again trying to buy as much as possible. That's all he has been doing. All this in the 2027 election.
So this one, I just
Nigerians
people
are
could help
not-
and push the election for 2027. Now you're making the buy